make a brighter day, so let's start giving. The choice we make, we're setting our life. Issue will make a better day, just you and me. We are the world, we are Biafrans. We are the ones to make a brighter day, so let's not give up. The choice we make, we're serving our life. Future will make a better day, just you and me. We are the world, we are Biafrans. We are the world, make a brighter day, so let's start giving. The choice we make, we're setting our life. Issue will make a better day, just you and me. We are the world, we are Biafrans. We are the ones to make a brighter day, so let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our lives.
I'm gonna tell you my story now. That top run out Port Harcourt, you know. A garden city, a lovely place. Don't regret to join it, boy. I haven't got plenty money on me, but I was stranded in Port Harcourt, you know. If I happen to enter in a pop-house about 20 girls around me, they say they like me, they love me, they love me, they love my beautiful voice. They sing another song, only song can do. They sing another song, only song can do. I took too many honeys and that's not what I'm looking for. I took too many lips and that's not what I'm looking for. All I want is not but plenty of money for my family. I'm not for a pleasure. I have for. I'm gonna tell you my story now and that happened at Port Harcourt, you know. A garden city, I love the place. Don't make my life to Jonas, boy. If I happen to enter in a pub house, about 20 girls around me, say they like me, they love me, they love me, they love my beautiful voice. Please sing another song, only song can do, my love. Please sing another song, only song can do. I just remember honeys and that no but I'm looking
imposed by late Sir F.T. Onuoha during the Nigerian Biafran War from 1967 to 1970.
Allow me to worship Ikechukwu Biama on behalf of the entire family listening right across the length and breadth of this very planet. Umu Chineke, all of you who are ordained, all of you who are destined to perform wonders, I welcome all of you. Now, I will present you to Ikechukwu Biama in heaven. Therefore, our Father who resided in heavens above, looking down upon the pain and the suffering of your children, as was foretold by those who has gone before us, that a day will come when the world will gang up, when all the children of darkness will congregate to prevail against your children. That time is now. We are in pain. We are in so much suffering that man cannot begin to comprehend it. We ask for your mercy. We ask for you to come and present and provide a way where there is none. We ask you, Chukwu Biama, if we came amara n'ime ndụ ụmụ gị niile ndị IPOB n'ebe niile dị iche iche ruo ebe niile ụwa sọtụrụ ka ịdị mma gị na ebere gị biko gbaso ha ụbọchị ile nke ndụ ha. Ọkwa asụsụ eluigwe. We call upon you this evening. The vultures are congregating. The saboteurs are rising up. We are beginning to identify them. And we are dealing with them. We ask you to give us the strength. We ask you for courage. We ask you for every ounce of determination and resoluteness. Make us as hard as steel, as only you can do. Baptize us in your word, in your knowledge, in your truthfulness, and in your strength. Make it impossible for our enemies to come close to us. Destroy them before they come very close. We will be tempted, of course. Our defenses will be tried without a shadow of a doubt. Sometimes there may be breaches, but in the end we prevail because that is your word and that is your promise. This evening we hold on resolutely to that very command of yours. Your own spoken word. The word that you gave to your children when you said to them that they should not worship any idol, they should not bow before any graven image. We have made mistakes in our lives. We have bowed before European idols. We have done everything but worship you in truth and honesty. But now, having realized the errors of our ways, we present ourselves before you, that you may do with us as you please. So it was prayed thousands of years ago. That same prayer will re-echo because we are nothing without you. We are nothing without you. We can have the best defense in the whole world. We can procure the finest anti-jamming equipment available. But it is you that will defend your inheritance. You will defend Biafra. You know that we are honest and truthful people. You know that we preach this gospel in the knowledge that your children must be free in the land of the living, that they may go back and worship you in Zion as they have done thousands of years ago. This is our prayer now and always because we are your children. You can't abandon us to the forces of evil and darkness. That is not your will, and it can never be. That is why today, tomorrow, and always, as you have called us to undertake this very monumental and epic task, as you have determined the word must be preached in the land, that very land you gave to our ancestors thousands of years ago, so shall it be done in our lifetime. Allow us to be worthy to serve thee. Chukwu Abiama, allow us to be considered worthy to serve you. You know we speak the truth. Our enemies are liars. They are cheats and they are killers. They are bloodthirsty bastards, all of them. All of them bar none. They have brought their lies to bear upon all their dealings. Their tongue is very spiteful against those of them. Don't allow shame to befall your name, because we answer your name, we bear your name. That is why today we make this very prayer in the sure knowledge that Biafra will be restored as your own kingdom upon the face of the earth. That you will be worshipped every blessed day of our lives, as our children will do, and so will their children. Until time everlasting, we have prayed in your name. He said,
that shed innocent blood after people. Jah shall clean out the bad deeds, yeah, and separate them from the good, cause the day of harvest is near. Jah shall clean out the bad weeds, yeah, and separate them from the good, cause the day of harvest is near. Woe be unto those that say this way, and they are not. Woe be unto those that say they're Jews, and they are not. Cause they shall be cast away like the chaff that the wind driven away. I say, oh yeah, oh well. Jah shall clean out the bad weeds, yeah, and separate them from the good, cause the day of harvest is near. Jah shall clean out the bad weeds, yes, and separate them from the good, cause the day of harvest is near. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Get to the black and white oppressors who have oppressed their children innocently. Oh yes, I say, I show my word without partiality. Listen tonight, let it fall and let it fall. Let Babylon fall. Jah shall clean out the bad weeds, yeah, and separate them from the good, cause the day of harvest is near. Whoa, 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 whoa. Jah shall clean out the bad weeds, yeah, and separate them from the good, cause the day of harvest is near. Whoa, 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 well, whoa, whoa. To those that say death is well, and they are not. Woe be unto those that say the Jews, and they are not. God shall have them in his region. They'll have their season, and they shall be cast away, I say, just like the chaff that the wind driven away. Oh yeah, oh 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 well, oh yes. Jah shall clean out the bad weeds, yeah, and separate them from the good, cause the day of harvest is here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Jah shall clean out the bad weeds, yeah, and separate them from the good, cause the day of harvest is here. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Good evening, Brigade Biafrans, and platform. If you are on our IPOB Biafra Radio page, Facebook page for that matter, please, if you are not hearing us, indicate, because we are on every platform. I must tell you, we saturate the whole of social media. That I can assure you. We don't make noise. Our words speak for us. We believe in action. Trust me when I tell you, this is media that you have never seen before. You might undermine us, but at your own peril, because we have come to preach this gospel uncompromisingly, that I can assure you. And what we do here is that we preach the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. From the day one this radio station was launched, we promise you that we are not here to yap. We are not here to fight. We are not here to talk about individual, because our people are dying, our people are perishing back home. And why should we focus on individual or bunch of people? It is unacceptable. So the work that we have to do is the work that Elohim has sent our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to do, and that is the restoration of the sovereign state of Biafra. Therefore, on that note, permit me to welcome you once again. My name is Barrister Ikechukwu Onuoha, and of course, for those of you who know me, I hail from Omowa. And in case if you might be wondering, where is Omowa? Omowa is in Olo province of Biafra land. And of course, today, the year of our Lord 2023, the 29th of September, we have come to preach this gospel once again. Then permit me to welcome you. Permit me to say a warm good evening to Biafrans all around the world, wherever you are hearing the sound of my voice. The time here in Johannesburg is 10:36 p.m. You might be wondering, very late. Of course, it is late, because it is late night with Barrister Onuoha. We come in the night when everybody is at home, when everybody is rested, because we believe that before you go to bed, you need to understand what has happened when you were away, what has happened while you were busy hustling in the bustling sun of Biafra land. Our job as the media a part of the struggle is to ensure that Biafrans are updated with information, analysis. Now, when I talk about information, I'm talking about real information. I'm not talking about gossip, because Biafrans are not interested in gossip anymore. Biafrans are tired of gossip media. Biafrans want the real story. Biafrans want the truth. Biafrans want to know what is happening. And of course, we will not be doing our people justice if we are not going to give them the real information. And this is why Biafra Radio was born. And of course, by the directives of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you look at Biafra Radio, the kind of people that broadcast on this platform, they are not anyhow Biafrans. Trust me when I tell you. If you listen to what people are saying, well, it is to your own peril. Any man who cannot make their own decision, any man who cannot investigate facts, any man who cannot draw a conclusion on their own, that person is not a man. Because a real man makes their own decision. A real man hears both sides of the story, and at the end of the day, you will make your own decision. Therefore, this evening, once again, we have gathered on this hallowed platform, Biafra Radio, where we worship Elohim, Chukwu Okike Abiyama. Trust me when I tell you, we will not capitulate. We will not stop. We will not surrender. You can say all manner of things you want to say about us. Why not? I mean, nothing can be greater than the insults and all the things our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has gone through. So, if you call me names, Ikechukwu Onuoha, and because of that, I backtracked because you called me names, then I am not worthy. I am not among the 100. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can be urinated upon by women, if he can be dragged on the floor, beaten up, his clothes torn apart, and as I'm talking to you now, incarcerated still in the dungeon of the DSS, what can you do to Ikechukwu Onuoha that will supersede that? That's why I don't give a rat ass what you say about me or what you say about us, because it is part of the deal. It is part of the job. We must continue and we must preach this gospel until Biafra is restored. I keep saying to the people, let's continue. At the end, we will know which and which is true and which is lies. There is no need to argue. There is no need to say you are the one saying the lie. We are not, of course, in that business. What we are here to do is to restore Biafra. All right. Once again, allow me to welcome you if you are joining us right now. It is late night. Why do we call it late night? Because it is late night, for goodness sake. It's 10:39 p.m. in the evening here in Johannesburg. They call it the city of gold. And most of you are in Biafra. And I'm talking about the Holy Land. It is time for late night with Mazi Ikechukwu Onuoha. But before we go, let's get some music, because this is what it's all about, to get the people calm down, of course. So, after all this bustling, after all this hustling, you need to calm down. We want to calm your brains down before we begin to break the news for you, before we begin to give you information and analysis, so that it can sink, so that you can understand what we are doing. Because the high name will be here more. Trust me when I tell you, Elohim is fighting for his people. Elohim is the one that knows who is fake and who is real, as he continues to expose those who people think that they are the real deal, and those whom they tell you that they are fake. Surprise, surprise, they are actually the ones that are the real ones. But like I say, time will tell. But before I say much, let us play some music. Very, very important. All right, let's hold it there for now because we have a lot in store for you this evening. And of course, I want you to sit back and relax because it is our job and our duty, of course, to update you with news and information and analysis. But before we go into the news of the day, I need to do some opening speech. Very, very important. And I want you to pay close attention. Now, you know, everybody is talking about freedom. Everybody is talking about the struggle. Everybody is talking about, I am one, I am among the hundreds, I am this, I am that, and that. But unfortunately, only few people understand the meaning or the true meaning of freedom. And you will hear them shouting and screaming, freedom is not free, freedom is this, freedom is that, and that. Them, do you really understand what it takes to achieve the same freedom you are talking about? They don't understand. And this is why somebody will, suddenly quit in the struggle because they don't understand. The Bible we read said something. It said, who goes to war without understanding the cost of war? The Bible said that before you go into war, or you sit down, you calculate, you minus, you add, you subtract what it will cost. If I'm going to fight, if I'm going to attack this person, if I'm going to take over, what do I need? You have to do that. But the people we have in the struggle these days, people just jump out from nowhere and begin to scream without understanding the core foundation of freedom, of what we are fighting for. We are fighting for the restoration of Biafra. But then you need to look back historically. People who have fought the same war that you are fighting, how did they do it? What did it take them to do it? The word freedom is not free. It's actually credited to a U.S. Air Force colonel, and his name is Walter Hitchcock of the New Mexico. When he said that, he meant to express gratitude for the service of members of the military, implicitly stating that the freedom enjoyed by those living in democracies today are only people due to the risk taken and sacrifice made by those in the armed services. Do you understand? It's not everybody that will fight for freedom. There are people who will fight for freedom. I and you have volunteered ourselves for the struggle, that we want to fight for the freedom of the 70 million population of Biafra. It is not everybody that is called out for it. There are people who will fight. And this is why in every country you have the military. It's not everybody that goes to the army. The military is there to protect others with their lives. It's a selfless work. It's a volunteer service. They are volunteer army. So I want you to understand why we came out, why we crafted ourselves away from the rest, from the whole multitude, because we want to restore Biafra, rest of our people. It is paramount and very important that you understand that. Coming on social media to scream your heart out, coming on social media to scream like a headless chicken, does not mean that you understand what freedom is all about. And that's why we say to you that here on Biafra Radio, here on Biafra Radio, we preach the truth and nothing but the truth. Trust me when I tell you. It is not today that we started this. We've been doing it. I've been in the media since 2015. I've done so much when it comes to media. I'm in South Africa at the moment. I brought South Africa to the map. I made the whole world knows that there is IPOB in South Africa through broadcast on the radio. And ever since then, I can tell you, you cannot go to my Facebook and see me yapping. Mom, not call. I don't have time for that. Because I understand perfectly well what I have to do. And that is to restore Biafra. As I'm talking to you right now, and I'm doing my own part, I'm doing my own. I don't have time to exchange words with people. You have right to your own opinion. You have right to come to a conclusion. You have right to call me names if you want to. It is your right. But I don't care. That's one thing about me you need to understand. I'm very focused. When I want to do something, I know exactly what is it that I'm doing by that which I am doing. This is how I roll. I don't know about you. So when we talk about freedom, and when we say that freedom is not given, that it is taken, we're not talking about the whole of Biafra land. We are not saying that the whole of Biafra land must go to war. No, there is a reason why we are IPOB, the Indigenous people of Biafra. So before you join IPOB, it is very important and very paramount that you sit down and think, what is the goal and objective of IPOB? IPOB is not about Facebook Live. IPOB is not about going to the social media to fight your personal battle. No. IPOB is about fighting for 70 million Biafrans. IPOB is about representing those who have died for the same agitation, those who have shed their blood because of what we are doing, the Biafra. That is why we joined IPOB. And I want you to understand that and have it clear, instinct in your mind and memory. And this is my opening speech. And I will take a quick break. When I return from the break, of course, we will go straight to the news. And I don't want you to go away. Please share this video and invite others to join. Because it is late night. We are live.
kalo wa mejoba chukuno. Ibanye jikamba okwekoma. Yebo de manosi na chukwu. Yebo de manosi na chukwu. Achigeli mu megwu. Yebo ni kanije na. Umu wakazani muntio. Makaniva nemewa na nkiti. Ugo chimeleze no melon bicha. Ugo chimeleze no melon bicha. Nanuwa njobi jebu. Nobu na chanya diro webisu. Niva na kwakulinia. Akala njibi wabeku. Ikechukwu sonyaka ijoba kalo ijoba chukwu iba ijikamba obegwama amebulu kokocharia Ikechukwu sonyaka ijoba kalo ijoba chukwu iba ijikamba obegwama.
You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about Biafra. It did not stop me from taking Radio Biafra to Enugu. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Nnewi. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Onitsha, from Owerri, from Aba, from Port Harcourt. I am resolute. I don't retreat. Never. Nigeria has put me in detention before. Statutory confinement. It did not stop me from preaching Biafra. How about an imbecile? Some we are talking. How can that affect me? If those that kidnapped me and nearly killed me did not stop me from doing Biafra, how about an imbecile hiding somewhere? People must know who I am. I am destructively stubborn. You see, Biafra is going to come.
My goodness me. My goodness me. So what more do you want to hear from me? This is the summary of the whole matter. What it takes and what it means to be a Biafran. Now I'm going to ask you a question. And I want you to be honest to yourself. You don't need to answer me, but I want you to answer yourself right there deep inside you, because you cannot lie to yourself. You can lie to me. You can lie to the whole world, but you cannot lie to yourself. Ever since you joined the struggle, IPOB, what have you lost? Ever since you joined the struggle, everybody's claiming to be this, to be that. You know, in IPOB these days, it's all about position. In IPOB these days, it's all about hierarchy. Who is bigger than this person? Who is this? Who is that? Who is going to talk down on the other person? Who is going to put the other person down? Now I'm asking you, what have you lost in IPOB? Or in this struggle? I'm asking, prevented you a sacrifice that you have made because of the struggle. You have heard Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, or maybe you didn't hear him. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Maybe we should listen to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu again. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is telling you what he has lost, what it takes to be a Biafran, because freedom is not free. Freedom is not given. As a matter of fact, most of us stand. What is the meaning of freedom? But let me break it down to you. Thank God there is a dictionary. What exactly is the true meaning of freedom? The power or right to act, speak, or think as one wants without hindrance or restraint. Maybe I'm too fast. Let me take it slowly. What is freedom? The power or right to act or think as one wants without hindrance or restraint. Now, how do you get this power freely without anybody disturbing you? Because as you are right now, for sold, those in the United Kingdom, those in the United States, those in Germany, those in Switzerland, those in Japan, those in Korea, yes, you have your freedom because you are living in a developed world. You are living in a Western world. But I'm asking you a question. If you go back to Biafra land, will you have the right to act as you will? Will you have the right to speak? Will you have the right to think as you want without anybody hindering you the way you think, or without any restraint from thinking? Absolutely not. Then I'm asking you this question, and I'm going to ask you again. What have you done? What have you given in order to have access to all those rights? Because you're shouting freedom, 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 freedom. People who don't know what freedom means. People who are on social media, jumping up and down, shouting, screaming, morning and night, making money out of the struggle, monetizing the struggle. They don't understand the true meaning of freedom. Don't take my word for it, but listen to this man, the man who have said it all, the man who knows tomorrow, the man who saw the future, the man who have given absolutely everything, and he is still giving and giving and giving. While some of us sit back, we are taking, and we have not given absolutely jiffy. Nothing have we given to the struggle. And I ask you again, what have you given to the struggle? What have you lost? If you can answer this question this night, truly and honestly, trust me, you will change the way you act. You will change the way you operate in IPOB. You will change the way you talk to your fellow comrade. You will change the way you behave. What have you given to this freedom? What has this struggle taken away from you? Can you answer that honestly? Listen to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He's telling you what he has given. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is telling you what the freedom has taken from him, and he's not telling you everything. He's telling you partially what he has lost. Because this same man, I'm gonna play his voice note again is the same man that is still giving, even at this moment. The time here in South Africa is 11:03 p.m. here in South Africa, and in Biafra land, it will be 10:03 p.m. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, at this moment, at this hour, at this day, at this month, he is still given in incarceration. What have you given? Have you come to reap where you did not sow? Have you come to reap on the sweat of the dead? Have you come to eat the dead man's money? Have you come to steal from the dead? Because Biafra money is a dead man's money. Biafra money is blood money. I assure you that. Are you not ashamed, or you don't have shame in you that you are here to steal and take from those who have given, even gave their life? Let's listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about Biafra. It did not stop me from taking Radio Biafra to Enugu. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Nnewi. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Onitsha, from Owerri, from Aba, from Port Harcourt. I am resolute. I don't retreat. Never. Nigeria has put me in detention before. Solitary confinement. It did not stop me from preaching Biafra. How about an imbecile? Some we are talking. How can that affect me? If those that kidnapped me and nearly killed me did not stop me from doing Biafra, how about an imbecile hiding somewhere? People must know who I am. I am destructively stubborn. You see, Biafra is going to come.
There you have it. And I think he have said it all. There is nothing I can say to equate to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said. He have explained to you the true meaning of freedom. He have explained to you what it takes to be a Biafran, a true Biafran for that matter. He have given you the criteria to be an IPOBian. Trust me when I tell you, most of us, all of us that is in the struggle, we are not doing it right. We don't understand what we are doing. Trust me when I tell you. For us, for some of us, it's more about selfish interest. It's more about personality. Do you know who I am? It's all about personality. But I thought that Biafra is about selflessness. I thought that Biafra is about giving everything that you have for the others. And this is why you can even give your life. This is why you are ready to die. And that's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, you don't know what it be, Biafran. In other words, you don't know what it means to be an IPOBian. You don't know what it takes to get the same freedom you are screaming and shouting every day. Freedom, 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 freedom. But you don't even know how to go about getting it. It's like somebody who says, I want to go to Aba. But you don't know which way to take and go to Aba. You don't know which road that leads to Aba. You are stranded in Opiweka because you don't know how to get to Aba. The same thing is applicable. You don't know what it means to be a Biafran. Biafra is a personal race. Biafra restoration is a personal quest. It is not about you. It is not about me. Trust me when I tell you, because Biafra is bigger than all of us. We must continue And of course, if you are only joining us right now, permit me to welcome you. It is Biafra Radio. And of course, it is Late Night with Barrister Ikechukwu Onuoha. Trust me when I tell you we are live. We are direct. Chukwuke Kabiama. He is presiding over the affairs of his people. We are talking Biafra this evening. We are talking freedom. And we want to let you know that freedom is not free. Freedom is not given. You have to take freedom. You have to go through a lot. And don't forget the question that I ask you this evening. What have you given for Biafra? What has the struggle taken from you? What have you lost? What have you sacrificed? Can you honestly answer this question? If you can answer this question truly and honestly, trust me, there will be a change starting from this night in the struggle. There will be a change starting from this night in what we are doing. You see all this trouble that we are having. You see all this quarreling. You see all this and all this fighting is for one reason, because we don't know what it means to be a Biafran. We don't know what it means to be an IPOBN. In the coming weeks, I'm going to do a program, but I'm not going to do this program on this platform. And I tell you why. Because there are things we don't talk on this platform. It is a standing order. We don't discuss things that are controversial. We don't discuss things that has to do with us, individuals, on this platform. But I want to do this program for a reason. And I'm going to send out a flyer for you to listen. Trust me, you must listen to this program I'm going to do. Trust me, I want you to listen to this program that I'm going to do. It is very, very important because I'm going to expose a lot of things. I'm going to open your eyes and I'm going to let you understand why things are the way they are. But I will communicate that with you. All right, we will take a quick break right now. And of course, when we return from our break, we will go straight, of course, to the news, because it is time for us to give you the expose as we promised. It is time, of course, for us to go into the social media, of course, to know what the media are saying. Very, very important, because this is Biafra Radio, and we are live, we are direct. It is Late Night. Every day. Just because of the world, one Nigeria. We need freedom now, like never before.
Take us out from Gomorrah. Carry your children, come on for Egypt. It be me like a war, it be me like a local. Return the Moses where you been give us. My people just die. My people just payment. Return the Joshua where you been give us. Give us the David where you been give us. All we need is one love, one nation, one Biafra, one Nigeria. All we need is one love, one nation, one Biafra, one Nigeria. As they know what make we live, fire. Show them the disaster where you been show Pharaoh. Yeah. As they know make we be. Bring back the flocks, give them the dirt. All we need is peace, unity every day. Make we there on our own, may they stay for their place. All we need is Biafra. All we need is peace, unity every day. Make we there on our own, may they stay for their place. All we need is Biafra, freedom. Papa Biko, take us out from Gomorrah. Carry your children, come on for Egypt. It be me like a war, it be me like a local. Return the Moses where you been give us. My people just die. My people just cry. Return the Joshua where you been give us. My people just die. My people just payment. Return the Joshua where you will give us. As the matter one be, we not be zombie. You got it, dirty. Why you plenty?
Because what I am saying on Abumanyamini, our people are lame. They are weak. I am struggling to count how many men there are in Biafra land. There are no more men left. Weak, docile, and imbecilic. Weak. I don't know how we can take such people to war. I don't know how we can take men who are not men into battle and win. I am ashamed. Very, very ashamed. Nonetheless, we must preach this very gospel because man did not ask us to come. Chukwu Abiyama in heaven mandated that we should come. If not, that I was called to do this very I will not speak to any of you anymore. But Chukwu Abiyama said this very gospel must be preached, and we must preach it. I have prayed since yesterday up until now. My request is very simple. The same prayer I made in secret, I will make out here in the open. Chukwu Abiyama Biko, since it is your intention that your kingdom will be restored upon this very earth, I need men. I need men. I did not say boys. I said I need men. Those of them that you created to restore your kingdom, they should come forward now, not tomorrow, not next year. Chukwu Abiyama. You must bring them now. I did not say tomorrow. Because the insult is too much. It is beyond what any human being can endure. We want to go and get Biafra, or we die in the process, because we are better off dead than witness some of this nonsense going on. The level of insult is beyond what any decent human being can tolerate. I was an Nama. They bring their cattle into our land. They desecrate our land. They kill us in the presence of our families, and nobody does anything about it. And when the police attend, the police sit idly by as people are being killed by not a multitude of people. Only 4. Only 4 Awasa people can sack an entire village in Biafra land, and we call ourselves men. No, we are not men until we redeem our honor, until we look at integrity and say we must have a part of it. Until then, to be honest with you. This is Radio Biafra. Now is the time to come forward. I did not say tomorrow. Now, tonight, is the time to come forward. 100 of us, and then we march. 100 and we march. The rest can come later if they want to. I'm tired of broadcasting. I want to fight for my country. I want to carry arms to defend the honor and integrity of my country. I want to avenge the death of 6 million people. I want Biafra to stand as a beacon of hope, freedom, and liberty in black world. I want Biafra to stand as a testament to the glory of heaven upon the face of this very earth. I want Biafra to stand because my obligation to the dead outweigh that which I owe to the living. That is why Biafra will stand, and Biafra will come. 100 men, that's all. And we march. The rest can come later on. I no longer give a damn. The disgrace and the insult is too much. We must go and meet our enemies even if we have only machete and hose. It is far more better for us to go and meet them and die with a semblance of dignity than with this very humiliation which we encounter every blessed day. We must assemble as quickly as possible.
All right, we continue, and of course, there you have it. I mean, there is nothing more for me to tell you that you have not heard from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and this is very, very quite fascinating. When our leader talk about 100 men, then you begin to ask yourself, 100 men, and with what is happening now and what is being reviewed, you can understand that many are still going to fall. Trust me when I tell you, and that 100 men becomes a reality. The question is, you part of that 100, or are you among the standby, those who are just watching and those who are going to fall in the near future? We must continue. All right, let's quickly see what we have this evening in terms of our news making headlines around that is usually our focus, Biafra land. We need to know what is happening. We need to let you know. We need to update you because most of us are in diaspora. And of course, you are dying. You really want to know what is happening in that holy land of Biafra. And it is our job, like I told you, to update you every time. So let's see what we have. And of course, this evening, we have a news and of course, make release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Top on your agenda, Southeast Governor told Ohaneze Ndibo, make the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu top on your agenda. Southeast governors told Ohaneze. That is indeed a laughable matter. Why am I saying that? The question is, what have the Southeast governor done on their own? I mean, these are the people that have meetings in and out with the presidents of the zoo called Nigeria. And what have they done? How have they, the Kano, with the president of the zoo? And now they are tasking Ohaneze. They are passing the buck. They felt that Ohaneze are the ones who will make the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a priority. But it's to bring you the news, and of course it is for you to make judgment what you make out of it. So let's see, of course, read a bit of this news and then we move to something else. All right, let's see what we got with this news. It says the Ibezue International Association, Nigeria, and the diaspora on be. And I love this because if the governors, like I said, that usually have security meetings with the president of the zoo cannot bring to the table the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as what will solve the problem of insecurity and security issues that they are having in the Southeast, then of course they are not serious. They have not started. Because I hear everybody shouting and screaming, insecurity, insecurity. And yet they know the solution. The release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only thing that will address the issue of insecurity in the Southeast. And yet these people are playing the ostrich. They behave like they don't know, they behave like they don't understand, but they know quite well. And I think it is actually the right time for this bunch called the Southeast governors to swallow their pride, put it aside, and of course, focus on what matters. Focus on what will achieve peace in the Southeast. And between me and you, we know that the release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only thing that can achieve peace, or rather bring peace in the Southeast. And it's about time they make that call. National President of IIND, Chief Pius Okoye, who spoke on behalf of the group, also told them to ensure that the Chief Emmanuel Iwanya will let Ohaneze Ndibo not only participate in the summit, but accept they implement their views for peace to reign in Southeast. And of course, they are also urging the Ohanes and Dibo, which is being led by Emmanuel Iwanyao, of course, to put their voice, together with the voice of the Southeast governor to address the issue of insecurity by asking for the release of our leader Mazen Abdekano, because that is the only thing that will bring peace in the Southeast. We continue. All right, let's see what else. So furthermore, addressing newsmen in Onitsha, Chief Okoye expressed sadness over the insecurity crisis in Southeast geopolitical zone, urging some Southeast governors whose actions, utterances, and provocation attitude of playing politics in Abuja with the fate of the people of their state and Southeast in general, thereby fueling the crisis to retrace their steps by discouraging the Abuja politics mentality. I mean, I can't agree more with this man, because you see what these people they do, the so-called Southeast governors, whenever they go to Abuja, instead of addressing the real issue, the core issue that faces our people in Biafra land, they will go there to their so-called godfather, canvassing for their own benefit. Some will go there and canvass because they want to be senator. Some will go there and canvass because they want to bring in their family member into the House of Assembly or what have you. It's all about personal issue for them. None of them cares about what our people are going through in Biafra land. And this is why Mazi Okoye is urging them to put their personal interests aside and focus on what will benefit Biafran people as they go to Abuja for this security meeting. Right, so let's continue and see what else we have. Terrorism menace resurging in Southeast. Of course, it will keep on resurging. Terrorism menace will keep on resurfacing, because the only man that when he speaks, the whole of Biafra land listen is Mazen. The only man that will speak and terrorism issue like a broken record, like we don't know the solution, whereas the solution is right there, staring in our face. And it's as simple as that. And there will be peace in Biafra land. It's as simple as that. Because the Biafran people only listens to Mazen Namdekano. Biafran people only obeys our leader, Mazen Namdekano. It's as simple as that. We continue. All right, so let's see what goes with this topic: terrorism menace resurging in Southeast. After a brief All right, let me get this straight. After a brief lull, terrorists have returned with their campaign carnage to the Southeast. Recently, gunmen ambushed a team of security men, killed, and thereafter set them ablaze. Though no one has claimed responsibility for that attack, fingers are pointing to the paramilitary wing of the separatist group, the indigenous people of Biafra. You see, this is what they are doing. They keep labeling IPOB. They keep pointing fingers at IPOB each time there is an insecurity problem in Biafra land. How does that solve the matter? They are not even sure. It is an allegation, allegedly, IPOB, but they cannot substantiate that which they are alleging. You keep saying that IPOB are the ones that burned up military men, but there is no evidence to that effect. But because this is all they know how to do, and this is all they can do to point accusing finger on IPOB, and of course, I will continue. I don't think that this useless news is worth my time. All right, so what else do I have? Mba canvasses regional railway in Southeast. This is very shameful. The governor of Enugu State canvassing for railway. The governor of Enugu State canvassing for railway in Southeast. Is that not a shame? 1960, this useless entity called Nigeria had their so-called artificial independence. And this is 2023. After 63 years of the so-called freedom, a governor in Biafra land is crying, begging for railway in Southeast. What a shame. What a shame. It's unbelievable. You are crying, asking for railway. A nation you claim to be yours. The so-called one Nigeria list. The so-called Nigeria belongs to everybody. Every other state, they're connected with railway station, with railway lines. Only in the Southeast that is cut off. 63 years later, after the independence, Southeast is begging, crying for railway line. What a shame. What a shame. And of course, as we all know it, Southeast has become the professional criers of the zoo called Nigeria. Southeast has become the crying baby of the zoo called Nigeria. They keep crying. I remember that song. I think it was, I don't know if it's Oriental Brothers who sang that song. They said, "Wane boy yo yo yo, onye mamba nejebu ya jilu." This is what Southeast have taught Nigeria. There is no workable line in the zoo, or rather in the Southeast. And Governor Bah of Enugu International Airport. The reason why Ethiopia Airline quitted from landing in Enugu before was because the federal government of Nigeria forced them to land first in Lagos before they can en route to Enugu. Which kind international airport is? And Ethiopian Airlines says, no, we want to fly direct to Enugu. And they said, no. And Ethiopian Airlines has to quit. But I know there has been some reconciliation between them, some kind of agreement. What am I saying? It is a shameful thing. It is a shameful thing that after 63 years of the Nigerian artificial independence, our people are crying, begging for peanuts, for crumbs from the master's table. And when we talk about Biafra, you want to kill us. When we talk about Biafra, you want to burn us because you feel that we are talking crap. But you don't have nothing. You don't have seaports. They keep posting these fake pictures on social media about Onitsha. They say Onitsha seaport. Rubbish. What kind of seaport is that? How many ship has landed there? How many containers have landed there? Until today, containers are still being picked up in Lagos, Apapa Wharf and Tinkan. Even Port Harcourt is not functioning properly. Calabar is not functioning properly. And this is what they have turned our people into, beggars and criers in their own fatherland. Let's see more what governor of Enugu State is begging for. The governor of Enugu State, Peter Mba, has challenged the Southeast stakeholders to build critical regional infrastructures like railways and roads to create a common market and boost socio-economic prosperity in the region. Now, let me remind this governor that it's not going to happen. You're not going to have peace in the Southeast. You're not going to have, common market and boost social economic. With who? It's not going to happen. As long as Mazen Nnamdi Kanu continue to be incarcerated in custody, none of this are going to happen. Trust me, it is all a wishful thinking. If you want peace, if you want sanity to reign supreme in the Southeast, release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, set him free, and of course, peace will return naturally. Nobody is holding the peace. Trust me, it is what it is. Trust me, it is what it is. If you release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu without even saying a word, without Mazen Nnamdi Kanu uttering one word, peace will return naturally. Trust me when I tell you this. Peace will return naturally. He doesn't have to say a word. Because the people love their leader. The people believe that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the king of Biafra. And that is exactly what he is. He is a man that people love and respect. And you have to recognize that. None of you governors or none of you so-called leaders in Biafra land are being respected or are being recognized by our people. Trust me when I tell you, just try it and see if Biafra land will not return to its normal place. And of course, we continue. According to a statement on Thursday, Mba canvassed a multi-dimensional approach to tackle insecurity, including a common security command and control center. I think I've read enough because, you know, Mba is just being over ambitious. He's a new governor and he's well understood. Of course, he is trying all he can. He's trying all his luck to ensure that things are happening. But trust me, people have been there. People have walked that path and they were unable to achieve anything in that place called Enugu State or at any state in Biafra land because it's not going to happen. And the zoo called Nigeria is not willing to listen to anything that is coming out of those governors' mouth. And of course, there is only one name that they fear and listen to, and that is the name of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. All right, it is still Biafra Radio. And of course, it is a late night with Barrister Onuoha. I will take a quick break. And of course, when I return, we will begin to wrap up. Please don't go away.
Another Savior. Holy, 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 holy. Well, this is Mobie. This is dedicated to the gallant heroes of the Nigerian Biafra War and IPOB families all over the world. I remember the Nigerian Biafran War. In the thickness of the Biafra genocide. Hey, one man revived the vanishing hope to life. Let the great Biafran army to fight. And they're singing out, holy, 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 he's another Savior. They were singing out, holy, 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 he's another Savior. Holy, 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 he's another Savior. Many years after the genocide now, oh, and he's leading the Biafrans to victory. Iyomadika yabika kwa namno. Hey, anamekele mazuche mefo. Manemo, it's an honor having you on board. When I'm singing along, holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another Savior. Just sing along, holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another Savior. When I sing along, holy, 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 is another Savior. Right, and getting ready faster now. Holy, holy, holy.
All right, welcome back. Of course, it is Biafra Radio, and this is where we will leave it this evening. Well, thank you for joining us this evening. I will believe that we have preached this gospel extensively, the way it should be preached, and of course, and we hope that you enjoy the program. Thank you for joining us this evening, and of course, we will be back soon. And like I promised, I am going to do a program on Facebook Live, and there is a reason for that, because there are issues that I need to talk about, something very, very important, trust me, and I would like you to be part of it, and I want you to listen to it, and I will communicate to Biafrans when that will be. We have preached this gospel, and of course, it is left for you to answer those pressing questions. What have you given for the struggle? What has the restoration? Have you sacrificed anything, just like our leader Nnamdi Kanu have done? Or are you among those who are shouting freedom, freedom, without understanding the consequences, without understanding what it takes to get freedom? And on this note, I say, may God bless our leader Nnamdi Kanu. May God keep and protect him, and may God give him freedom as soon as possible. And may God protect Biafrans all around the world, wherever they are. May God provide for them and open doors and pour out his blessing upon Biafrans everywhere. From me, from here, it is goodbye, and may God bless Biafra. See you soon.
Nobody knows tomorrow, Papa. Aminata Samasa. Patience, patience. You give me, you are, take you, take I'm back. I did not know, say you go do me so. I did come with you to give me my money. You give me what, take you, come back. I did
Ken Muso, Beka Candela, aha, Agato, Akasewa, Ajua,